Anyway, this beer we just drank was Green Gold. That was a classic Mikkeller beer. It's a West Coast IPA, 7%, big bitter finish to it, bit of tropicalness, very smooth.
It is really good.
It's a classic. It has its following. It's probably a little bit old hat in regards to
maltiness.
West Coast IPAs, although they're actually starting to come back around now because everyone's having haze, hop fatigue. So they're like, oh, West Coast now, and then they'll be like, yeah, still on the haze. But this beer is a pretty iconic beer now. This is Beer Geek Breakfast, so this is the one I talked about, and did a story about this. So this was the first beer that Mikkel brewed in his kitchen. It actually took him, I think it was 18 attempts to make this beer. And there's something in that because most people would have probably given up after 2 or 3. But he kept on going. He knew how he wanted it to taste, and the 18th or whatever attempt it was, he finally nailed it. And there's a reason why this beer is 100 out of 100 on rate beer. Has that sort of big coffee hit on the nose.
There's coffee inside, added coffee, right?
It's added coffee to it, yeah. It's got oats in there for a smooth body. It literally does what it says on the tin. It's an oatmeal stout brewed with coffee, nothing more, nothing less, but it's perfect as a stout.
There's actually not really much to say about it. It's so good. It's a classic, everyone knows it.
Yeah.
And if you're into stouts, then it's perfect.
You could actually have that for breakfast with your waffles.
Yeah, exactly. It is kind of a reference beer as well. If you're looking for a coffee stout, this is a reference you'll have. This is like some classic IPAs from classic breweries that are reference beers. I'm sure this is a reference beer for a coffee stout.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly fine brewed. It's really tasty. 7.5 is not killing you, but it's really hard to say something about these kind of beers. It's like talking about, I don't know.
It's very true to style, and it doesn't pretend to be something it's not. And I think that's what people forget sometimes with beer. They think, oh my God, like you see these kind of pastry stouts, which are pretty popular, and obviously they have all sorts of adjuncts and flavourings and ingredients that are thrown in there. And of course, like they smell great and they taste. Some taste great, some don't, but that's down to the drinker. But we're not really that sort of brewer. We're never going to make something super crazy like that. All our beers are really well balanced and they're subtle and they're drinkable, and that is, in my opinion, the best compliment to any beer or any brewery is you keep going back to these beers and drinking them over again.